welcome back to Just a Sister Thing. I'm Rebecca. Today I'm reviewing a brand that I saw at Burlington called bebe. I think in France they pronounce it bebe, kind of like Moira from Schitt's Creek.
Do you realize the baby is crying?
I do.
I think I found some winners in this brand and some things I'm willing to explore again. One of those things is definitely the nail polish. This is the nail polish kit that I got. This is $6.99. This one is called Sugar Plum, Modern, Bubble Bath, and Mauve It instead of Move It. Okay, I will tell you that I did try on 3 out of the 4 of these. The reason why I did not try on this one at the end, which is disappointing because I really wanted to try this one, this really pretty purple color. But when I opened it, it's definitely been used. This is what it looks like, see? Yeah, somebody definitely used that. So this one's going in my trash can. But I did try out these ones, and I will tell you, I did not have to put a second coat on these. I'm very impressed. I will tell you one thing though. They smell like nail polish, like regular nail polish, but there's also an underlying scent, and I can't describe it. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't think they're expired because they're not stringy. They look fresh, but it does have an unusual scent along with the regular nail polish scent. So you've been warned. But these are very pretty colors. I went ahead and put this little purpley lilac-y pink one and the shimmery one on this hand so you can see. And this pink one, which has a little bit of a warm tone pink, I put on this hand. They do take a while to dry down, but I love the packaging. These are beautiful. And wait till you guys see the mascara packaging, which is just as beautiful. These are the type of products that you can put on top of your makeup stand and decorate with, or even on top of your dresser, and it'll make it look very girly and pretty. But I really like the nail polishes, and I would definitely buy them again. Very pretty. I am on, I think, day 2. So far, no chipping. They do take a little while to dry, but I think they have really nice payoff. So definitely into the bebe nail polishes. So without further ado, if you would like to see how these bebe products worked out, then keep on watching. I already have my base on and my eyebrows, and I put on a little bit of eyeshadow primer, and I'm ready to jump into this bebe Love Yourself Eye and Face Palette. We have some really beautiful mattes in here, some shimmers, a couple glitters, and then we have a couple highlighters. I think this is intended to be a blush. It's a little bit shimmery, but we'll see about that. And a bronzer. So I will go ahead and swatch these so you can take a look. So these are the face items in the palette. We have the 2 highlighters here, a nice pearly highlighter, a bronzy one. This is the blush. It looks a little bit shimmery. And the bronzer. I will tell you that once you start swatching these, it does look like there's an overspray on them. So it kind of so I'm wondering if this blush might actually work. So I do see that it does take off that top layer, which is concerning for the highlighters because now I'm wondering how shimmery those are going to be, but they might work, they might work. So I went ahead and swatched some of the glitter and the shimmery shades in the palette. This one down here is pretty interesting. It looks almost a little iridescent. I am noticing an overspray that's coming off in a lot of these, so I'm just wondering how shimmery they will end up being once I end up putting them on my eyelid. But I mean, they're pretty. I definitely like this one. That's sharp. But I'm going to test out the matte ones too and see what we're dealing with. Okay, and here are the matte shades. I'm noticing a little bit of redundancy. Most of the matte shades are either red based or purple based. I didn't notice that when I was shopping in the store, but that's okay. The palette still looks like it has some really pretty cool tones, so it's probably what I'm going to do is a cool tone look. So you can see what I mean when I swatch these as well. That top coat kind of comes off of them. I'm going to move it around in the light so you can see what I mean. Like down here, you can see that top overspray kind of comes off, but we'll see once I start putting it on my eyes if it actually is shimmery or if it goes to a mattified look. I'm going to start out my look with this taupe shade down here at the bottom. I'm going to put that in the crease And I'm going to start building it up a little bit with this. It almost looks like a taupe as well, but with more of a purple base. Okay, so the shadows have a lot of kick up when you tap your brush into them. I don't know if it's because I'm using the lighter shades in the palette, but it takes a couple layers to build up that color. So it takes a little bit longer, which I don't like things where I have to fuss with, like especially if I'm getting ready to go somewhere. I don't want to have to keep reapplying stuff to make a color show up. I went ahead and added a little bit more of the purple shade up above since those taupe colors weren't really coming through. The shimmer on my eyelid, it's not as shimmery as I wanted it to be after I took that overspray of shimmer off the top. So I was a little worried about that. So, you know, you're going to watch out for the cheaper palettes on the market. They get you with that overspray. So I'll work on my lower lash line and then we'll get to the eyeliner. So actually, before we get to the eyeliner, I want to go ahead and finish using up the face palette. I'm going to use this fair shade of highlighter and see if that has good payoff here. Okay, I think I can see the shimmer and the highlighter. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's glittery. So that actually worked out pretty good. I'm going to try out this bronzer here. It does look a little bit red. So I don't know. Okay, so the bronzer actually isn't bad either. I was a little scared because when I put it on my brush, it looked like it really packed on, but it blends out very nicely. So, I mean, you can't judge makeup by the price. I mean, you can find some really great stuff at an affordable price. Uh, I don't think it's bad. I mean, it just every time I had to put some on, I had to swipe it back into the powder. So it definitely doesn't have longevity. So you have to dip every time you want to get some on your face. But I mean, other than that, I don't think it's the worst bronzer I ever tried. Okay, so I admit I was actually going to skip this blush because of all the shimmer in it and maybe pick out one of the rosier tone eyeshadows and mix those together for the blush, but I'm going to go for it. Why not? It looks like most of these have that overspray on it, so maybe this won't be that bad. Ooh. Yeah, I can see how it just kicks right off that overspray. Now it looks like a matte blush. So, wish me luck. You know what? That is actually really pretty. So I judged a book by its cover. I admit it. It's actually a very pretty, soft pink blush. I don't see much shimmer in it. It actually came off matte. So I take it all back. I actually like the blush and I like the bronzer. The highlighter is a little bit difficult to judge. I don't see much of it. Maybe if I went out in the sunlight, it would be different. But it looks like a pretty subtle highlighter, but no harsh glitter, which is a bonus. So overall, I'm impressed with the face portion of this palette as opposed to those eyeshadows. The eyeshadows, they were kind of a pass for me. So the next package I got from bebe is called the Perfect Pair Eyeliner and Mascara. Look at the beautiful packaging. I'm very impressed with the packaging alone. The only concerning thing is that it doesn't have a color anywhere on it. So I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what color. I'm assuming it's just going to be black. That's pretty basic mascara color. This retails for $4.99. I forgot to tell you how much the eyeshadows were. So this palette retails for $9.99. This is the liquid eyeliner. It has a pinky color metallic lid, which is kind of pretty. Still doesn't say what color it is. I'm assuming black still. Let's see. Okay, it looks like a brush tip, I think. I think it's a brush. Maybe it's just a little pointy plat. It's so skinny though. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a go. We'll see what it looks like. I had to stop the camera for a minute and really go to town with my fan because that is a very watery liner. I can still feel it wet over here. I do like that it is drying down matte though. I'm not a fan of shiny eyeliner. So it was easy to use. It was just very, I want to say watery. Even though it had good pigment, I don't hate it. But it is, I mean, it's still wet. I'm still waiting for it to dry. As soon as it dries, we'll go ahead and try the mascara. Okay, so here is this fancy bedazzled mascara. This is a really pretty pink against the black. I mean, their packaging is just beautiful. It's ultra, ultra feminine. This is what the brush looks like. Okay, so first of all, the mascara, I would never reach for that again, but I think it's pretty enough to put on display if you wanted to add something to your makeup table that had a little bit of flash to it. Like their nail polishes and their nail polish bottles and their mascara container are so pretty. But as far as reaching for that again, I mean, it's very watery. Has very little payoff. I'll go ahead and look up so you can see. Yeah, and it doesn't even say on the packaging what it does for your lashes, if it's volumizing, if it's lifting. To me, it really does nothing, and it took 2 coats to barely get any payoff on it. I'm starting to think that that eyeliner, though, is not matte because it's still a little bit shiny. It did go on. I would use the eyeliner a couple more times to see if I can work with it more because it does have good payoff. It has good pigment. And I'm realizing now as I'm trying to build up my under eye is that there's no black in this palette. So it's kind of hard to These two colors here have like pretty much no payoff. So I switched over to these two colors right here just to smoke out my bottom lash line a little bit. So the mascara is definitely a no-go. And the majority of these are a no-go too. Sorry about the ring light. But anyway, these ones are a no-go for me. But I actually still like the face palette. I'm still going to use that because I love that pink. It's very hard to find a pretty baby pink blush. Okay, on to lips. This is bebe Lip Jewels. This is their 4-piece collection. I'm not sure what this little sphere is. It looks like one of those little lip balms like you would get at the Kohl's checkout line by EOS, I believe it is, or EOS. I believe this is a lip, what is this? A lip oil. So this is a lip oil, lip gloss, and a liquid lip. So let's give these a shot. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. I didn't think there was anything in here. Okay. Okay, they call this a lip balm. No color indicator or anything like that. I think I just did that little gouge thingy because I had a plastic thing that pushed into it. So I'm going to try this first. Oh my gosh, that smells like my childhood. You know, when you used to get those little lip balms in a tin? This is what that smells like. Ooh, it has really pretty payoff. This is really, it smells really good. It smells like a very soft scent of either cherry or strawberry, but it has pretty color, a really nice tint. It feels really nice on the lips. This is definitely a keeper. And I like the pretty pink packaging too. All right, so next is the lip oil. I'm just going to swatch this on the back of my hand and see what it feels like. Oh, it's nice. Whatever oil they're putting in their products, it's definitely very, very nice. And it has that same scent in it. And I can't decide if it's strawberry or cherry or a mixture of both. Okay, and this is the lip gloss. Yeah, just says lip gloss 01. Ooh, pretty. I'm going to put this on alone so you can see what it looks like alone. Oh yeah. So far they're winning on the lip products. Same scent. Very pretty. I'm almost wondering if it's the same color as this little guy here. Let's see here. I'm going to swatch them next to each. This definitely has a almost like a Vaseline feel to it, which would be so nice in the wintertime. Okay, slightly different. This little sphere is a little bit pinkier, it looks like. Or is it more peachy? Yeah, they're definitely different formulas. I love them both. Okay, here is the liquid lipstick. Looks like a more neutral rosy or mauve, between rosy and mauve pink. Okay, I waited about 3 or 4 minutes now, and this is not drying down at all. So I wouldn't call this a liquid lipstick. I mean, I don't know, maybe it would dry down in 20 minutes, but I don't really want to wait that long. So I'm going to put this really pretty shimmery lip gloss over top of it. So this lip kit was $5.99, so $6 for 4 items. I probably wouldn't reach for the liquid lipstick again, but I do think it's worth it just for these 3 items right here. I love these. I love their scents. I love how they feel on the lips. So I'll be reaching for these again for sure. I love these. In fact, next time I go to Burlington, I'm going to see if they have these in different colors. And this is the finished look. It was really fun trying out these new BB products that I've never tried before. I mean, I say that they're new, but they've probably been around for a while, but I just noticed them last night when I went to Burlington with my sister Kelly. She got some super cute handbags, and I got, of course, makeup. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. A bit of redundancy that I didn't notice when I was shopping in the store, that a lot of the matte shades are